Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Darrell from The Quest, and just wanted to come back in and give you a quick devotional. Today's going to be very unusual and honestly maybe a little controversial to some. I'm going to warn you right now, if you don't listen to the whole thing, you're going to walk away thinking, man, this guy is just absolutely crazy. But, if we'd all just be honest, really get honest with ourselves, there are times we don't really like God. I know that's stunning, right? Think about this. Those of you who are married, are there times you've said to your spouse, you know what, I love you, but I don't even like you right now? There's times I've said that to God. Maybe I'm alone in this, but there are times I've had to say to God, I really don't understand you. I don't get what you're up to. I don't like what you're up to. But here's the key. You're still God, and I'm still going to praise you because you're worthy of my praise no matter how I feel about things. Here's the thing I want you to understand, though. What I've come to understand is that when I'm feeling that way, if I would get really honest, I'm really not mad at God. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad because I didn't get my way. I'm being self-centered. When I'm mad at God, it's because I wanted something and it didn't happen, or something happened that I just didn't like and didn't care for because it's not what I chose to have. We need to understand something. God's God, you're not. A psalm that I really love, let me pull it up real quick, is in Psalm number 40, verse 16. It says, "But may all who search for you be filled with joy and gladness in you. May those who love your salvation repeatedly shout, 'The Lord is great.'" The reason I love that so much is because it doesn't say when I feel like it. It doesn't say when I'm really liking everything that God is doing. It says, may those who love your salvation. See, that's the thing. I'm eternally grateful for my salvation, even when I'm not getting my way, even when things aren't going the way I want them to go, even when I may literally be mad. My salvation is secure. And I thank God for that. I don't have to question, because if I question God, I've had people, don't ever question God. Listen, God already knows what you're thinking. You might as well just get honest with him. If I question God, God does not say, "Oh, you little peon, I'm going to smash you." Thank God for his grace and mercy. He understands my questions. He understands my frustrations. He even understands when I get selfish. And he helps me through those things. Several years ago, a woman by the name of Rita Springer wrote and sang a song that I love. And it starts out this way. It says, "I don't understand your ways, but I will still give you my song. Give you all of my praise." Listen, sometimes we don't understand him. Sometimes we don't get it at all. I'm telling you, I don't know how anybody else is. I can't attest for anybody else, but I can tell you how Darrell is. There's been times I've stood in the church. There's been times I've stood in my backyard or in my house, or maybe I've laid in the floor, and I've said, "God, I don't understand you at all. I don't like what's going on. I don't care for it one bit." I've questioned God. God's big enough to handle your questions. God can take it. Now, I'm not telling you to be disrespectful. That's not what I'm saying at all. But God will take your pain, your questions, and help bring you about things I didn't understand 10 years ago that really made me angry. I can look back now and say, I get it now, God. I see what you were doing. I didn't understand it at all, but you had a purpose. You had a plan for it all and through it all. I've learned to trust him through all of these different things. That's why in the Bible it says, "My soul thirsts for God." We've got to get to that place where we're thirsty for God. See, even in places where I was angry, I was still talking to him. Ever been so angry at somebody else, maybe your spouse, maybe some other person, you just quit talking to them? I'm going through that right now with somebody, and it's just over something really silly that they just won't even speak to me, and it's like all I can do is wait them out. I think sometimes people get that way with God. I've learned I don't get that way. When I'm having trouble, when I'm questioning, when I'm angry, I go to God and I just tell him, "So listen, Lord, I don't get it. I need your help." What I'm really saying is, God, help me get over myself. Because that's what it all boils down to. When I can get myself out of the way, I can say, "Nevertheless, Lord, let your plan, let your will be done." I hope that helps somebody today. Brief message, but I want to share with you. You got questions for God, he can handle it. God bless you. Come back and see me again at The Quest.